Hey, what's up guys and gals? Danny Lightning here, and Ochi Kochi might actually be a really awesome Oh my god. All right. What's up, everybody? It just took me like half an hour to get this stupid live stream going. Between every 2 seconds, I mean, the amount of times something popped up on CSR2 Racing that I had to close was unreal. Just to check the tune on my car took me 15 minutes of closing out pop-ups. I'm not kidding. It took me 15 minutes to get to the tune on my car because things would not stop popping up. And now I'm in an extremely bad mood. Like, extremely bad mood. That is ridiculous. And then it tells me something about popping up like, oh, if you don't tell me that you're participating in some sort of event, this won't count. And I mean, what the hell is that crap? I don't know, but the game has pissed me off this morning. I don't even know what it was. I just X'd it out and got rid of it. But no, it's got me all kinds of pissed off. I mean, seriously, 15 minutes just to be able to check the tune on my car because of pop-ups. I'm not kidding. Not kidding. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. How's everyone doing today? As you can tell, I'm doing very grumpy. I'm in a very bad mood now, so whatever. Stupid game. Oh, man. I don't even know what's going on. I think it's about that. Let's see what's going on with this stupid event over here. I assume this is something that's designed to eat your resources. I haven't even looked at this thing, but... Turbo Rush giveaway. What is this? I could care less, honestly. Rookie edition. What is that? Rookie. What do you mean rookie? These things are a joke, man. These things are a joke. We're gonna go. We're gonna go until I get a bad tire or whatever, and then I'm gonna quit. Cause I'm not paying these people 2 cents for anything, you know what I mean? I'm in a very bad mood. Alright. Somebody has this interesting theory about figuring out where the bad card was. So the bad card was on the right end, so if I pick that, I won't get the bad card this time, right? Problem is, it's hard to know where the bad card even was. Because the way it moves all the stuff to the bottom, sometimes it's really hard to figure out where the bad one was. That didn't have a bad card, so now I gotta take a guess, right? I can't believe that wasn't it. I'm amazed. So I think the bad card was... I think it was this one. Alright, now I don't know which one it was. Alright, one on the end. I mean, this is a great theory if you can actually keep track. So which one? Alright, so that was that one. So I think that means that was the card over here. So if you can figure out which card was the tire. So in the last round, the tire was on the right-hand side. So we're going to choose that card. Alright, so I think the bad card was this one right here. I think it was this one. So if you do this, if you can keep track, you might be able to get to the end of this without losing, to tell you the truth. Alright, so the one on the end was the bad card, I believe. We're going to pick the one on the end. So far, this is actually working. William D says, you just got tickets. Yeah, I don't even know what the tickets are, William D. Now I lost track. I read the chat, and I completely lost track. Alright, that was not... Okay, good. That wasn't the good one. But yeah, I have no idea what the tickets are for. I could care less at this point. Like I said, I'm in a very bad mood today. I could care less what the tickets are for. Probably crap. Probably for crap. Aw, son of a butthole. Do I want to continue for 200 gold? Yes. Alright, we're going to quit now. I'll pay the two. I don't know why I paid. We're going to quit. I'm going to exit out of this before I lose any more, so. Oh, wait, there's 20 laps. What did I get? If I look at the stuff I've won, I'm just going to go and exit. There we go. Bam. We'll claim that stuff. Now we're done for the day. Alright, so let's see what this is. Participate. What is this crap? Seriously, what is this mess? This is just like crap. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I gotta wait. I have no freaking idea. I could care less. Let's go play the showdown. Heck with this piece of junk. Alright. Where are we at? I am grumpy. I am very grumpy. Hey Miguel, what's up my man? How you doing today? Oh boy. Kenny, what's up my man? William D, good to see ya. What's up, James? I appreciate all of you guys. Miguel, how's everything been going, my man? I hope you're doing awesome.
Thank you for the extra support.
I really do.
Means a lot.
Alright, we got our first win. Dark says probably for a mini. Yeah, who knows? Miguel says smash the like button and subscribe. Miguel, thank you, my man. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I used to love this car back in the day. This was at one time a really good car. What's up, Peter? How are you? Alright, Kenny got the Corvette ZR1 from last season. Very cool. Darth, I'm doing alright. How about yourself? Alright. Dark is mocking me with a mini pooper. I don't even want to know, my man. I don't want to hear about your mini pooper. That's just weird. That's just too much information. That's way too much information. Everybody, Dark has a mini pooper. Alright. Oh, you got the purple star and the golden star. You know what, personally, I would rather have a golden star car over a purple star car any day. I like golden star cars way better than I like purple star cars. I mean, that may sound crazy, but if you really think about it, there's a lot of reasons that the golden star versions are better than purple star versions. Cody, I've been playing for 9 years, my man, so I've collected a lot of stuff over the years. One thing about this game is you got to put in a lot of time playing and have a lot of patience. So if you keep it up, you'll get a lot of cool stuff too. It just takes a while to get it all. But lots of hours spent playing this game and lots of patience. It's an awesome game, but man, there's a lot going on here. That's for sure. Alright, here we go. Maybe not. Let's go do it. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. Melon says, just learn what not to do. Yeah, learning what not to do is always a good thing, I guess. That is very true. I'll say like probably like the first 2 to 3 months I played this game, man, I felt like I was off to a slow start, and I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. Probably about 4 months in, I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm getting a nice collection of stuff. 6 months, I'm like, wow, look at all this. A year later, I'm like, man, I got all kinds of nice stuff. So it definitely took a while. It definitely took a while. That's for sure. Well, you definitely want to be very picky and choosy about what you actually upgrade in this game, because there are so many bad cars. You don't want to throw your resources into lousy or bad cars. That's just a waste of resources, unfortunately. Alright. Alright, so Kenny, you like the purple star one because it's green, huh? It is nice to get a color you like, that's for sure. I've got a lot of cars in this game where the color is terrible, but I've just learned, you know, whatever the game gives you, just go with it, because if not, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spend, I don't know, you just gotta learn to accept whatever terrible color it gives you half the time. I would say the majority of cars I get, I don't like the colors. Here we go. Ba-bam, 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 ba-bam. But yeah, just like this car, you know, I got this up to like elite level 35 and then I stopped because I could make this car faster. I could put more resources into this car, but I feel like it would be a waste. Cody says, oh man, I'm doing Tempest. I broke Rule 4. I mean, people should do Tempest. Eventually you want to get out of the way, but I personally wouldn't really be in any hurry to do Tempest. That's just something I would do very slowly at my own pace. That way I wasn't upgrading a bunch of crappy cars just to do Tempest. You know, I'd wait till I had a bunch of fast cars upgraded, and then I would go through there and do Tempest. I think that's the best way to do it these days, to tell you the truth. Alright, Kenny, you hit 5 million. Nice, my man. That's a lot of playing CSR2 to hit 5 million, my man. William D says, learn to love ugly gray and silvers. And diarrhea brown. I've gotten a lot of really horrible diarrhea brown cars over the years, and my god, I don't like them. But sometimes that's what it gives you. Miguel, I've heard nothing on a CSR3 launch date yet, to tell you the truth. I know there was just another big update on it, but how close it is to actually being ready, I don't know. Melon says 5 million is like having another job. It really is. 5 million is a crazy amount of time spent playing. Even breaking 2 million is a lot of time. It's not too bad to hit like 1 million, 1.2 million, 1.4, but anything after that, you're spending a lot of extra time. Actually, I'm not really sure what the most RP I've ever made is. I've never really paid too much attention. Alright, Kenny, you did a lot of live racing with the Velar. The Velars are pretty cool cars, actually. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, here we go. Alright. What about the crews breaking into the billions? You know, with all the different RP modifiers and bonuses and the event RP and all this crap, I mean, I have no idea how much RP you can get these days. No clue in the world what's a legit amount of RP. There used to be a maximum amount a crew could earn, but that's gone out the window. I have no clue in the world how much RP a crew can actually make now. But some of these guys, some of those scores, you're just like, wait a second, how is that possible? There's definitely things that don't make any sense. But back in the day, if a crew made over X amount, you knew they were cheating. Now you have no dang idea in the world. I mean, can you get into billions? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think I'm shifting my car very well today. Alright, Brian does 4 million per season. That's definitely a lot. That is definitely a lot. All right. I've seen quite a few things that gives players a lot more RP than they used to be able to make. Honestly, I don't know if I like that. I don't think I like that because you really don't know what's legit and what's not because of it. And that bothers me. 3, 2, 1, go. If I remember correctly, this car beats the dyno time by a nice amount. Back in the day, we used to live race dyno beaters, and they were awesome. Now I avoid dyno beaters like the plague when live racing. Like, it beats the dyno? No, thank you. I mean, you want it to be able to beat the dyno, but you don't actually want to beat the dyno in live. It's a completely different game than it used to be, I will say that. Oh no, I'm out of resources. Alright, I need more gold. Alright. Oh, it's more than the pristine bonus, Steve. That's definitely one thing, but there's more than that. There's more than that now. That's definitely part of it. That allows people to get a lot more as well. I'm trying to remember what else there is. There's another big bonus multiplier that you can get somehow or the other, but I can't remember offhand where you get that from. But yeah, that pristine thing makes a big difference. At least I'm pretty sure I've seen people with another one besides that. But what is it? I got a terrible memory. So my memory's terrible. What's up, Max? How's your day going, man? Awesome to see you. Hope you're doing good. I wish they would fix the flashing lights. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. 3, 2, 1, go. Melon says, good weekend, Max. Say hello to Domino. Dar says, RP billion hacks. I would imagine. Oh yeah, race pass bonus. That is for sure. You can get a big old bonus from the race pass as well. So yeah, you got the legends bonuses, the race pass bonus. The players who did do the bigger events, they get extra bonus RP from a lot of the bigger events. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to earn extra RP now. William 0608 says there's been a lot of glitches lately. I'll tell you what, as long as I've been playing this game, there's been huge mondo massive amounts of glitches constantly. Like, I don't think this game has ever ran smoothly since day one. This game has always had problems since the first day it came out. There's always some kind of problem with the game, and different people have different issues. It's kind of weird. The game runs good enough, but it's never been perfect. 3, 2, 1, go. It would be nice if the game ran really well. Like, I'm always wondering, when CSR3 does finally get released, is it going to be glitch free or is it going to have a lot of issues? I would assume they've probably rebuilt. I'm assuming they've built CSR3 with like really like newer, better, more best assist coding. But I bet that game's going to run a lot better than this one, at least at first. We'll find out, I guess. All right, Max, take it easy, my man. Brian, all right, so the problem with getting cars out of crates is sometimes it does take into loyalty. So if you don't have enough keys saved up for loyalty, there's no guarantee whether or not you're going to get it. It's one of the reasons I've always said that people should save their keys, like... Now, that's not something I did on my account right away, but... I don't know, like 6 or 8 months into playing, I don't remember at what point I was at, but I stopped spending my keys for 3 or 4 months and just saved. That was one of the best things I ever did. I was able to save up so many keys, and then I never struggled to get the cars out of the crates anymore. And then eventually, once I finally got into a crew that got the milestone prize car, I didn't have to spend my keys anymore. So if you can make enough respect points to join a milestone prize crew, those milestone prize cars eventually turn into Prestige Cup cars. And then you won't have to get your worry about keys anyway, so. Ooh, it's windy outside. I didn't think it was supposed to be windy today. Great. I don't like all of the wind. Any tips for tuning your Elite Supra Mark V? Well, there's two of them. I got some videos that go over those cars. I got some videos on tuning. But honestly, it depends. Like, the way you tune a car definitely depends on a few things. Like, the amount of parts you have on the car can make a difference. There's a lot of variables in tuning cars. So, I can't really tell you what the best tune for your car is. I don't know if you're trying to tune for live racing. I don't know if you're trying to tune for top speed, for acceleration, to cross. You know, there's so many different things. But I do have videos that go over the Supras, and I do have a tuning playlist as well that will help you figure out how to tune stuff for different things. Kyle says, what I like about this game is actually have licensing. So looking at a BMW, it's a BMW, Ford Mustang. Oh yeah. It's nice to have real cars instead of generic cars. I do wonder what that cost them to get a license to use a car. I would imagine that's probably expensive. William D says, you also have a video for Hans Mark V Supra. Yeah, and I think I got one for the Slapjack Supra. I got videos for a lot of cars. So if you're looking for good acceleration, that's usually a completely different style of tuning. I mean, the basics for tuning for acceleration: move your transmission slider to the right. you'll get more acceleration. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's like the basics. If you look up my video that goes over tuning for the fastest acceleration, it goes into a lot of different details about stuff, but the first thing is find the best place for the transmission slider to get the fastest acceleration. After that, there's a lot of trial and error and playing around and figuring out when to hit nitrous and all kinds of other stuff, but now, I mean, on some cars, moving the transmission slider over to the right could cause a lot of wheel spin and slow it down. So you got to find the right balance between acceleration and top speed. So some cars, moving the transmission slider over to the right all the way gives you the best acceleration possible. Other cars, that makes it worse. So every car is different, that's for sure. Every car is very different. But wheel spin can easily be a problem on a lot of cars. Alright, so you say you've tested every possible variation of tuning. I can't get to stage 6 parts, making my car stuck at 710. Well, I mean, if you want your car to be as fast as possible, I mean, you definitely need the fusions in the stage 6 parts. Like, if your car is missing parts and it's not doing what you need it to do, that can definitely cause some issues. But to get the car to perform at its best, especially if it's an elite tuner's car, you need fusion parts, you need stage 6 parts, and you need elite tokens to unlock the extra fusions and whatnot. So sometimes this game turns into just waiting around until you get what you need. I mean, I've got cars that I've had for seriously 9 years that I still am missing a couple of stage 6 parts for. So unfortunately, it's not always super easy to get all the parts you need for the cars in this game without opening crates or something like that. I can't remember if I finally ever got those last couple of parts I needed for my Sesto Elemento or not. For a long time, I wanted to max that car out so bad, but I was still missing like 2 stage 6 parts. Now I don't really care because that car is old and outdated. I still like it, but I wouldn't be surprised if I was still missing a stage 6 or 2 for that car. I really wouldn't. But that's the thing with this game. It's designed to try and get you to spend money, so you can't really expect to be able to get all the parts for all the cars really easy or max out a lot of cars. Like, as a free-to-play player, you're definitely going to be able to max out some cars. Now, one thing you can do, as long as you don't have purple stars on your Supra yet, if you've got bronze keys saved up, you can go into the rare imports and open up crates for bronze keys to get parts. That's what I do on a lot of my cars. Like, if it's a purple star car, forget it. If it's got golden star cars and I want to max it out, as long as I got bronze keys, then bam, I'll go open the crates. Generally, like 2 or 3 times a year, I can completely max out a car with bronze keys. Kyle says, if it was possible to trade parts, I'd open my garages for you. Yeah, some games have trading systems, but honestly, I think most games don't, because if they allow you guys to trade parts and give each other stuff, that means they're probably going to sell less things and make less money, so not too many games allow you to do that kind of stuff anymore, unfortunately. They want you to buy things. It would be nice if you could give each other parts or trade stuff. Ryan says, paying $10 on the race pass is so worth it for everything you get. Yeah, race pass is one of one of the few things in the game that's actually a really good value. $10 for all those extra like parts. Ooh, why does that car look so shiny? The car looks super nice and shiny. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, one thing that's interesting about this car, I think when you have all the upgrades on it, this car gets a needle kickback on launch. But if you're missing some parts, it doesn't. But I think this goes up to elite level 45, and I've got like elite level 32 on it or something like that. So I'm still missing a bunch of parts on this car. But I don't want to put any more tokens into this car because I like this car, but not enough to put any extra resources into. Now my Elite Tuner Supra, it's only on like, it's set up on low upgrades for live racing, so it's missing a lot of parts, I think. I'm gonna go check and see if it's faster, but I'm pretty sure this car is faster. I'm going to double check, but I don't think I got all the stage 5 and stage 6 parts on the Supra, so I'm guessing this is the faster car out of the two, but we're going to go double check and make sure because, hey, this one is a little bit on the slow side. I mean, it's doing okay, but we're getting to the point where the game is starting to intentionally match me against people it knows I'm going to lose against. So this car is doing roughly 7.9s with the current parts installed. Let's go see what my other car is doing. You're gonna go eat? All right, my man. Have a good dinner or lunch or breakfast, whatever it is where you're at. What's going on here? Oh my God! I didn't click on that. I did not click on that. Stop it. No. No. All right, let me go see what my Supra is looking like. Okay, so where is the one I'm looking for? I think I'm looking for this one right here. I know I've only got 3 stars on it, but how many parts do I have installed? Let's find out. Let's find out. Yeah, that's going to be much slower because I never upgraded it past the live racing setup. So that car is not going to do it to it. That car is not going to do it to it for the showdown. I mean, it's definitely the better car, but not without the parts. Anyways, maybe we'll go live race this thing. What lobby is this currently in? Let's go do some live racing. 11.2, guys and gals. We should be in the 11.2 lobby. Let me grab my junk that I just collected. Ba-bam. Alright. 11.2, guys and gals. Have I won the free car from the Ferrari showdown? No, not even close. Not even close. Where am I at? I've got 933 trophies with my slow, crappy car, and I'm not going to upgrade a car to win that. I mean, that prize car is good, but I don't need it, so I'm skipping it. I look at it this way, man. I've got so many good cars, I'm not really going to eat through my resources just to win something from a showdown, unless I really like the car. I like that Ferrari, but man, it's getting windy out there. Oh, there's Melon. GR86. I'll tell you what, the GR86 is a cool car. Connection failed. I don't know what happened there. Have I looked at the cars in the race pass? No. There's only so much time in a day, guys. The race pass came out at some point today. I had to make videos for my other YouTube channel this morning. I had to do a bunch of stuff. Then I got to do this live stream. So later tonight or tomorrow, I'll probably start looking at the race pass cars. So if all goes well, maybe tomorrow. Whoa. Maybe tomorrow, if all goes well, I'll get something out for the race pass, but we'll see how it goes. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow's Saturday? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. But no, it normally takes me like a few hours to double check and mess with all the cars on the race pass. Then I got to record the video and everything else, so... Everybody thinks YouTube is really easy and really quick. It usually takes me 4 to 6 hours. I should say between 3 and 6 hours to make your average video. On a good day, like some videos on a good day take maybe 2 hours. And then there's the 3-4 hours a day answering people's comments and everything else. So YouTube is so much more time consuming than people think. Somebody was just telling me the other day that they made a new YouTube channel and they couldn't believe how hard it really was and how much time it took up. And I'm like, yep, I always tell people that, but they think, oh, YouTube's so easy. It's actually a big old pain in the buttocks, but it's super fun. Like, I love doing the whole YouTube thing, but man, it is super duper time consuming. Like, honestly, I understand why a lot of YouTubers hire editors, because, man, editing sucks. That's the worst part. That's like by far the worst part of being a YouTuber, is having to do all the editing. I actually got this, I actually tried this AI editing thing, and it sucked. But yeah, editing kind of rough. Like, some of those guys, I couldn't even imagine. Like, my editing is actually pretty simple. But if you watch, like, some of those, like, YouTube videos where the editing is really complex, I can't even imagine, like, how much time those people would have to spend on that. Like, it would be unreal. Like, it would have to be crazy. But like, for the guy that's editing for what are those Paul brothers, like the, I don't know, Jake Paul. So there was the dude that edits for, like, I don't know if it's Jake or Ron Paul or what, I don't even know what their names, like those, whoever. The guy that edits for them said it takes him about 15 to 18 hours per video. Like, that's crazy. Imagine sitting there for like 15 hours to edit one video. That's insane, actually. I think like an hour or an hour and a half on the editor is bad. Oh my god. 15 hours editing would drive me nuts. Now, some people really enjoy the editing process, but I don't really like that part. I like everything other than editing. I love the recording part. I love playing, you know, doing the gameplay, playing with the cars, but the editing sucks. But if I didn't have to edit, I would be like so much easier and faster to make, not all the videos, but most of them. Melon, thanks, my man. But no, I haven't had time to look at the cars. Now, I did look at what was supposed to be in there, but the way I read what was in the game files a couple weeks back. But there's always a possibility they can change that. So I haven't actually looked to see if those were the same cars that were actually in there or not. But generally, I don't start messing with the cars until I find out what they are for sure, because sometimes like the guys who know how to read the game files give us the information, but sometimes CSR will change it and make it something different. So I'm not going to spend a bunch of time messing with those cars until I'm 100% sure they're set in stone. Scott says YouTube is a full-time job. Yeah, between my 3 channels, I probably spend close to 100 hours a week. But I put out, between videos and live streams, I put out over 60 a month. It's redonkulous. But I live stream 5 days a week. I was live streaming 6 days a week, but I cut a day out on my other channel. So I do 5 live streams per week. That's like about 3 hours per live stream right there. Plus I make 1 to 2 videos every day. It's crazy. It's fun, but it's crazy. Like, I kind of do wish I only ran 1 YouTube channel, but I actually have 4 channels. I have 2 that I post on almost daily. I have 1 that I post here and there, and then I have a 4th one that I would really like to post on more, but I don't really have much time for it. Like, I've tried to start a couple of different channels that I was like, oh yeah, this will be really easy. I can just do like a video every once in a while. And unfortunately, I just haven't had time for that 4th channel. Like, that other channel I wanted to do would have been really fun, but I just haven't got around to, it's not that I haven't got around to it. I'm just too swamped with the stuff I currently have. All right, where are we at? I wasn't paying much attention to what I was doing. Peter says, okay, I get it. What, am I talking too much? Racer refused. All right, where are we at? LX75, let's go do it to it, sir. Joanne's having some dinner. Scott says 11.2, Jack. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, crap. I'm not used to the way this car drives. That thing shifts into second so fast, it's not even funny. All right, let me pin Melon's comment there. We should be in the 11.2 lobby, guys and gals. But I guess I got to shift into nitrous instantly with this setup because, man, if I don't, I bury that needle and I guarantee you that slows my car down like crazy. All right, let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Wow, this thing shifts way faster than I remembered. I must have changed something on the setup because I don't think it was shifting this fast before. I lost. Boo. Here, I'm going to try one more time to beat that guy. Let me try second, third nitrous. This isn't driving the way I remember. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous. Let's see if that's better. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, son of a butt. Who won? Yes, I got him. All right, so I think second, third nitrous is probably going to give me the best time. But normally you don't want to run faster than your dyno. Oh, I'm out of gas. Out of gas. Okay. What do you mean by level 400? Are you talking about your rank? What do you mean by level 400? I don't know what you're referring to exactly by level 400. Level 400 on what? If you're asking this question, be very specific, because, I mean, you could be referring to a lot of different things. So please explain what you're talking about if you're going to ask a question. Rank 400. Play the game a lot and you will slowly rank up higher and higher and higher. I mean, I'm not sure how long it takes a player to get to rank 400, but probably several months. I mean, I've been playing for 9 years, and I'm at what, rank 1500 or 1600? I mean, if I still played 4 hours a day, I'd be at a much higher rank than I am now, but I don't play as much as I used to, you know? Nowadays, I probably play between 30 minutes and 1 hour per day, so I don't rank up as much as I used to. Now, back when I first started, I was playing probably between 2 and 5 hours per day. Probably between 2 and 4 hours per day. I was ranking up like crazy. So the more you play, the faster you're going to rank up. But it does take a while. Like, one thing about this game is you got to have a bunch of patience. But I'm going to guess if you play the game a lot, in a few months, you'll hit rank 400. But it does depend on how often you play. The more you play, the faster you rank up. Brian says at 12 months you hit rank 666. Alright, that's you better try and rank up again really quick, because that is not a good place to be. It sounds like your cars have a voodoo curse at the moment. Scott says, I need to do some bits and pieces on CSR tonight, but I need a bit of energy. Might have a nap. Nothing wrong with a nap, you know? If you can fit a nap on, why not? Go for it. Sometimes naps are good. Scott says, live racing is a great way of ranking up. Yeah, you know, I mean, if you do all your little daily races, run through your daily stuff, after that, focus on live racing and showdowns, you'll definitely level up. Takes a while. I'm not even really sure what rank I'm at, honestly. I'm at rank 1477. I wonder what the highest ranked player in the game actually is. That would be interesting to know. I wonder if there's a way to find out what player has the highest ranking. I mean, probably some of those guys who cheat, unfortunately. I would imagine the guys who hack the game are probably at crazy ranks, but unfortunately that kind of is what it is. Darth, the car in the Silver Key should be a pretty nice overall car, actually. I always get mixed up if it's the Agira or the Ragira, but those two confuse me for some reason. They sound so close, but the CSR edition Ragiras, I think it is, are very nice. Now I think it's the Agiras are crappy, but the Ragiras are the good ones. I don't like the fact that the cars are named so similarly. But no, that's a pretty nice car in there. I think I've got a video that goes over it. It should have a pretty good live racing setup, actually. Even Gamera sounds very close to Agira and Regira, but Gamera is easier to remember for some reason. Kyle says window. What about a window? Oh wait, you think rank 9999 is the highest? That would be a pretty high ranked player right there. I mean, honestly, if you were at rank 8,000 or 9,000, that would still be a crazy high rank. I mean, if you started in 2016 when the game came out or whatever, I bet you would have to play like 6 hours a day to be at rank 8,000 or 9,000. I could be wrong, but I'm taking a guess here. I will say one thing about Gemini, Scott. It gives out so much bad information. It's not funny. I would ask it to double check and triple check that information, because I'm telling you, man, I've got Gemini. I've got the paid version of Gemini. I got a free trial of the paid version, and it constantly gives me incorrect information. Constantly. Now I've got to call it out, then it says, "Oh, you've caught me. I'm sorry." Then it, it's just like, "Oh my god, dude." All right. Melon says the Agira is crap. So yeah, the Agiras are the bad ones, and the Regiras are the good ones. The Regira and the Gameras are good. The Agiras are the bad ones. That's confusing, isn't it? I'm not paying attention here. But I would say Gemini is only so good at certain things. Like, I actually was on Gemini this morning and it gave me some bad information. I'm like, wait a second. I said, I can tell you for a fact that what you just told me is wrong. And then it says, "Oh, thank you for calling that out, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, why didn't you, I asked it, I said, why didn't you look that up? I said, you can find out the proper information in a split second, but instead you've like made assumptions. And it's like, you're right. I chose to assume something instead of spending the extra quarter of a second to look it up. And I'm like, do you realize when you tell people bad information, they think it's real and they go around and tell other people, and it's just like, AI is, I think AI has a long way to go before it's proper. It needs a lot of work still. AI is great, but honestly, I think it needs a lot of work because it's constantly giving out wrong information all the time. I gotta pee, guys. I'll be right back. Give me a couple minutes. I'm sorry, but my bladder's yelling at me. I really like Gemini, but you really gotta do like double and triple check that what it's telling you is correct. All right, so Melon wants to know what cars you guys want to tune for on Sunday. Honestly, you know, what cars are you guys interested in getting a live racing tune for? Starting soon, live racing. There we go. So if there's a certain car you're interested in getting a live racing tune, let us know. I mean, not all cars have good live racing tunes, but a lot of them do, so. Yeah, might want to put that out there. Millen says the NPX is a good idea. What's up, Stacks? How is your day going? Hope you're doing awesome. Alright, we found another Exiled Outlaw. Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's see who's going to win. Who's going to get it? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, wait a second. He slowed down and he let me win, I think. Aw. Thank you, but man, I was hoping for a good race. Alright, Melon's at rank 3,611 after playing for 7 years. Peter wants to know what is an NPX. I have no idea, man. You guys make abbreviations. You might as well just say the dingle dongle. To me, an abbreviation is the same as saying the doodadder or the dingle dongle or the wingle wangle or the bingle bongle. I mean, I can't make heads or tails out of people's abbreviations. I don't know what an NPX is. Isn't that like a radio station? The NPX podcast radio station or something? WNPX? I have no idea. No idea, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, the Ionic. Yo, the Ionic, the Hyundai. Gotcha. That's actually a pretty cool car, to tell you the truth. That's a nice little car. Miguel, have a great day, my friends. Thank you for stopping by, bud. Great seeing you again. I hope you're doing awesome. I really do. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. That's a nice car, actually. I don't like the way those look, but in real life, I would drive one. What about Artemis 2 Evo? I don't know much about it. A lot of people... There's a lot of people that say it's fake. There's a lot of flat earthers saying that the Artemis is fake. It's amazing how many people don't actually believe that that spaceship's actually up there. What do you guys think? Is it real or fake? I would like to hear everybody's opinions. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I'm going to go really nice and slow. That might be a little bit too slow. But it amazes me how many people think we can't even go into space. A lot of people think it's impossible. I'm pretty sure we can. You know, the Regera may not be bad because everybody's going to be... Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are going to be getting that car. So that may actually be a pretty good choice. I need to level mine up. I've got one, but I've never put any parts into it yet. So I definitely got to upgrade that car. Peter says the new Gamera. Unfortunately, the new Gamera is not as good as the old one, but it's actually a pretty cool overall car, but the old one's a lot better than the new one. I don't know why they would come out with a new version of a car and make it not as good. To me, that doesn't make sense. Just like that new Supra they came out with that's not as good. Why would they do that? That's what I want to know. Kyle, so what, my man? He says to rule, act, and play are all kingdoms. I don't know what that means, my man. 3, 2, 1, go. Are you talking about some other game? I'm a little confused there. Stack says it should be easy to get stage 6 parts since it's a PC car. That would definitely make it easier for sure. But you definitely got to have the right ones, I guess. Scott says it should be a pretty straightforward Prestige Cup this season. I mean, honestly, Prestige Cups are all really straightforward if you think about it. The key to beating a Prestige Cup is, do you have enough parts on the car? And then have you tuned it properly? And are you shifting it properly? I mean, really, those are the only 3 things. So the easier it is to get parts, the easier the Prestige Cup, I would say. But I would say they're all really straightforward. There's not really too much to it. Now, Coinseg parts, though, aren't the easiest to get. That's the only issue with that, is Coinseg parts aren't super easy to get. Alright, Joanne would like to see new racetracks. That would be kind of cool. I mean, come on now. I keep dropping my earbud. There's a lot of racetracks, but new ones would be nice. I'd be happy to see some more new ones, that's for sure. I wish they would take that Salt Lake track and make that like one of the regulars. You don't see that track that often, but that's one of the best looking tracks there are, in my opinion. I would love to get that all the time. Alright, so what's the best way to get fusion parts for a specific car? Alright, so fusion parts aren't necessarily car specific, they're brand specific. So for example, all Lotus fusion parts will work on all Lotus cars. All Honda fusion parts will work on all Hondas. So bottom line is, if you've got a Golden Star car and you've got some bronze keys, you can go into Rare Imports, click on the Parts tab, and open crates with your keys to get parts. Now, Stage 6 parts are car specific. So let's just say you're opening crates for a Honda Civic. When you grab Stage 6 parts, those are only going to fit on that specific Honda Civic. They won't fit on other Hondas. So fusion parts are brand specific and Stage 6 parts are car specific. I hope that makes sense. But if there's an event, you can open crates for a car, or if it's a Golden Star car, you can go into the Parts tab of Rare Imports. I mean, those are really the only way to get parts for a specific cars quickly or easily, is by using your keys. I mean, there's a lot of free crates, but you know, it's pretty hit and miss as to how many or how quickly you can get the parts you need out of the free crates. Now, over lots of time, if you play the game for a long time, I mean, all that stuff adds up. But as a new player, it can be a pain in the butt to get parts at first. Sky, what do you mean you can't get the fusion parts? You've got the stage 6 parts, but you can't get fusion parts? That doesn't make sense. Are you only missing like a couple of fusion parts? Maybe I'm not quite clear what you're trying to accomplish here. If you're missing those like last 3 or 4 pink fusion parts, it is really hard to get those last couple. It's really easy to get fusion parts in general if you're opening crates, but those last couple of pink ones can be a major pain to get. I don't know why we keep disconnecting here. For example, what car was I just driving? My Koenigsegg CC850 is missing 3 pink fusion parts. I mean, I could probably spend 20,000 keys on crates, and I may or may not get those parts. It's a pain in the butt, actually. Oh, nah, he's probably down-tuned, so I'm not going to race him. There's a very good chance the guy's down-tuned. This car is not set up to dominate, but... Alright, Kyle is stuck on race 39 of something. Race 39 of what, my man? I mean, if you're stuck on a race for something, pretty much all the events, it's all about, do you have enough parts? Do you have a good tune? And do you have a good shift pattern? So parts, tune, and shift pattern, those are pretty much the 3 things needed to be any event in the game. Generally. There may be some exceptions there, but... Aw, man, they gotta beat me up. And then he left. How rude. Alright, Stack says I'm going for 1,000 plus tickets. You know, I'm not even sure what the tickets are for. I'm slacking on figuring out what that event is or what the tickets do. I have no clue in the world. I just look at it as another thing to try and steal all your resources. I don't know. I don't like these little events they're adding. I feel like they're resource eaters for the most part. Oh, okay. So you're stuck on Tempest, Kyle. Unfortunately, it's all about having enough parts on your car for the most part. Sometimes you just gotta wait until you get more parts. I mean, it took me, I think Tempest 3 was something I didn't finish until about 8 or 9 months into playing this game. Tempest 1 and Tempest 2 were pretty easy, but Tempest 3, it took me quite a while to get cars fast enough for that. Honestly, if I were to start this game over, I really wouldn't focus on Tempest whatsoever. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, man. But one thing you do got to make sure, though, when you use a car for Tempest, you need to make sure you're using a car that's going to be fast enough. Like if you're, let's just say you log in one of the really slow cars, that may be a problem. Stacks, have a great day, my man. For example, Tempest 3 Tier 4 is always really hard because not all Tier 4 cars have high top speed and not all have good acceleration. Like a lot of the times you'll find a car that's got great acceleration but low top speed, or it's got great top speed and slow acceleration. So Tier 4 is the worst for that reason. Alright, so if you're at 711 and 1600, that doesn't tell me much of anything at all. I could not tell you what is the best tune for live racing with your current parts installed, because there's like 150 fusion parts. I have no idea. There's about 1 million variables there, so nobody can tell you how to tune your car based on the performance points and Evo points. That's like giving somebody a jigsaw puzzle and saying which piece goes here, number 112 or 43. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's not really how. You can't just tell somebody your performance points and Evo points and expect them to be able to tell you something about your car from that. All I can tell you is 1,600 Evo points is a little bit on the lower side. And as you tune the car and fits parts around, your Evo points will actually change. So, I mean, you can move your transmission slider over a little bit and that could drastically change your Evo points. So I can't really tell anything by those numbers, honestly. There's about 1 million variables there. I do have a video that shows you a nice low upgrade setup for that car. But if your performance points are at 711, that's a little bit on the high side for live racing. So you're probably going to need to refit some parts around and make some changes there if you want that car to live race well. Generally on low upgrades, you want to see somewhere between 600 and 650 Evo points for live racing. Like I try not to go over 650 I try not to go over 650 performance points on low upgrade setups. Like 660 is about the highest I ever want to see. The whole idea on low upgrades is keep the performance points low and the Evo points high. You really want the Evo points to be double or preferably triple what your performance points are for low upgrade setups. But if I hit over 660, that car is probably not going to be the greatest live racer. I mean, there are some exceptions, but learning to set up a car for live racing on low upgrades is a little bit of an art. And every car is actually very different. If I remember correctly, I've got this car set up a little bit differently than I'd set up a lot of cars. The Supra seemed to like stage 4 parts. I don't remember if I've got this one on all stage 4. Now the other live racing, or the other Elite Tuner Supra, I've got it set up on stage 4 parts only, and I'm pretty sure I've done the same with this. But I do have a video where I show you a live racing setup on the Supras. So if you're able to match that, that would probably work pretty well. Now there is probably about 20 different ways you can set up the same car on low upgrades for different things. So I'm only showing you guys like one small portion. I mean, there, like I said, there's about 1 million different variables here. But it definitely takes a while to get a really good feel for the low upgrade setups. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty easy once you figure it out. But this game is very simple, but there is a little bit of a learning curve, I would say. But I think this car really likes mainly stage 4 parts for live racing. I'd have to go back and look to see how I have this one set up, or you can go watch the video I made on it, but there's just 1 million variables. I mean, honestly, a car has over 150 fusion parts, plus there's, you know, there's 7 different parts that can be on stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So 7 times 7 is 49, plus, so there's 49 part combinations, plus 150 fusion part combinations. If you look at all the possible combinations, there's probably thousands of different combinations of parts you could have installed on a car, which make things kind of crazy if you really think about it. Alright, we're racing bots now. We got bots. Melon says most late car shines with 35 purple stars. Most. Alright, Melon, I don't quite follow that one, my man. Hold on. Alright. The only reason you lose to a bot is you're not paying attention. Which I wasn't paying much attention. Oh, I lost to a bot twice! I suck! AW wants to know, is the R18 e-tron the best car to get this time? I don't know, my man. I'll be making a race pass video very soon, going over all the different stats and stuff, so give me a couple of days and we'll get that out. But I'll go over as much as I can find about the cars. I mean, the e-tron's an okay car from what I remember, but I don't remember it being a great car. I gotta look to see exactly what's actually in there. We only got a few more minutes left on the stream, guys and gals. Just so y'all know, our stream time is just about up for the day. I know I like the e-tron, but I can't remember how good the e-tron is. I know I did make a video about it where I went over the car. I think it had a nice low upgrade setup. I don't think it's one of the better cars in the game, but I do think it's a nice car, if I remember correctly. But over like today and tomorrow, I'm planning on going over all 6 of the cars, looking up the stats, double checking for like the low upgrade setups and everything else. So I always double check everything. I mean, there's 1,500 cars in the game, so I've always got to refresh my memory on most of these cars because, man, unless you got one of those photographic memories, it's really hard to remember what 1,500 different cars do. Alright, Melon says grab tier 4 cars for live racing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, tier 4 and tier 5 cars are going to earn the most respect points in game cash, so you should really be focusing on tier 4 and tier 5 cars for live racing. I mean, there's some really good tier 1 cars, tier 2 cars, and tier 3 cars for live, but honestly, you're going to earn a lot less points in game cash if you're racing the lower tier car, so it's definitely best to stick with the tier 4 and tier 5 cars once you get some good tier 4 and 5 live racers. There's nothing wrong with using a lower tier car for live racing, it's just not ideal for a lot of reasons. once you get some higher tier cars that you can use instead. But I remember a couple of weeks ago I looked at the cars that were supposed to be in the race pass, so I gotta go look and see what's actually in there, just to make sure they didn't change anything. But yeah, that's something I'll be, if all goes well tomorrow, I should probably have a video out for this. That's my hopes. Invoker, basically I save my gold keys up until I know I have enough for a loyalty reward and there's something in there that I actually want. I don't spend my gold keys that often because the majority of the times the cars they put in the gold crates aren't really that good. And I don't know, maybe once or twice a year I might get a car out of the gold crates. What is the game? Oh my god, stop it, game, stop it! Alright, so why is it's lagging and running like a turd? Oh my god. Alright, so we got an SLR 722 edition. I have no idea if that's any good. We got a tier 4 595 SC. I don't remember anything about that car. And we have a Cobra Jet, which is a really cool car, but it's not great. I like the Cobra Jet a lot, but it's not wonderful. In the paid version, ooh, we got a Corvette C8. Ooh. Okay. This is not the same e-tron I was thinking it was going to be. Yeah, I've got a lot of research to do on these cars because honestly, these aren't cars that I really remember much about at all. So I'm gonna have to go look these up on YouTube, refresh my memory, and then double check them all for live racing setups. But honestly, I don't remember anything about any of these cars. I'm pretty sure all three of these are decent. How decent, I don't remember. Again, I definitely gotta really go over all these things. All right, Melon is saying the Audi is good. But yeah, I don't remember much about any of these. Melon, is anything in the free tier good? Because I don't know. I don't think we have a great choice in the free tier. Something tells me that 959 was a decent live racing car, but I know the Cobra Jet's not. The Cobra Jet's cool, but it's just an okay car. The McLaren, I don't know. Alright, so Melon says the 722 is a decent car, but the problem is to control it. In the 959, I'm pretty sure I liked that car, if that's the car I'm thinking of. So yeah, I'll get a video out for this in a couple of days. Like I said, I just got to go over all the cars. But even if I spend 20-30 minutes going over each car, I mean, that's still going to take me like a couple of hours. Then I got to record the video and everything. So it takes me a minute to get all the information down. Do I think my CSR content has changed my life? I mean, the content itself hasn't changed my life, but I mean, being a YouTuber is what I do for a living, so. Alright, so here's the deal. I've got a lot of health problems. I've got some autoimmune issues. My nerves and my muscles are really messed up. And I'm not really able to go work or do a normal job. I can't even sit in a chair very long. Like right now, I'm doing my live stream while laying down because I can't sit in a chair for several hours straight. So being a YouTuber, bottom line is it got to the point where I can't go to work anymore and do a normal job. So I started making YouTube videos, and I got my YouTube channel monetized. And then I made another YouTube channel and it got monetized. So I make a living from being a YouTuber. Now the content itself on YouTube hasn't necessarily changed my life, but I don't know. Here's the deal. Having the autoimmune disease changed my life. Like, I probably would not be a YouTuber if it wasn't for having those health problems. So the health problems changed my life, and because of that, I turned into a YouTuber. So there's good and bad about it. Right? It absolutely sucks. My life is pretty much crap because of the health problems, but being a YouTuber is a very fun thing to do. So it's been a great several years due to the YouTube thing, but a horrible several years due to all the health problems and all that. But I don't know if that makes sense. That's kind of a hard question to answer, sort of, maybe, kind of. But I really do enjoy making the YouTube videos. There's two things I enjoy. Number one, sleeping. I love sleeping. That's one of the best parts of my day. And then when I wake up, I get to make a YouTube video. So the rest of the day sucks, but recording my YouTube videos and then sleeping are the best parts of my day. When I sleep, man, I love sleeping because I'm always tired. And then when I go to sleep, it's like all the health problems and stuff. It's like they just go away for the whole time I'm asleep. So it's kind of nice. I wish I could sleep during the day. But I love sleeping and I love making the YouTube videos. Everything else, that's the way I look at it. Anyways. Alright, Melon says you can down-tune the Cobra Jet. I actually didn't know that. I've never tried to down-tune the Cobra Jet. E4U says, guys, is it okay to be a modder in this game? Honestly, that depends on what it is you're modding. It depends on what you're doing with those mods, and if the game finds out, they will ban your account, and then you'll lose your account. So that is something to think about. Now, if you're one of those people that are adding the extra parts to your car to make your cars faster than it's supposed to be to get an advantage over other players, that is not an okay thing to do whatsoever. There are some times where I can say modding is okay, but there's a lot of reasons why it's not as well. But if the game finds out you're modding the game, they will ban your account and you will probably lose it forever. And if you're using the mods to get an advantage over another player, that's a really crappy thing to do. Like, for example, when you go into a showdown and some turd burger has added 20 extra parts to his car to make it faster than everybody else's, that's terrible. That's not okay. That's not cool. People should not be doing that. I can understand if somebody wants to mod the game and add a car or some resources. Now, the game itself will look at that as stealing, though. They look at that as you're stealing from them, because instead of buying that stuff from them, you're basically illegally adding it. So, honestly, modding is not really considered to be okay. I can understand why some people want to do it for some reasons, but those are all some things you might want to think about before modding your account. But most people I know that mod an account do end up getting caught, and they do end up losing their account forever. So that is something to think about. If you add a car to your account, All right, I get it. I get why somebody would want to do it, but the game finds out you did that, then you lose your account. So is it worth that risk? All right, Rory wants to know, what is the best tier 4 car you can buy with game money? Honestly, none of them. The tier 4 cars that you can buy with game money are basically junk. Now, you will get a couple of free Elite Tuners cars. You will get a couple of free Tier 4 Elite Tuners cars. For example, when you get the Subaru WRX, the Elite Tuners Tier 4 WRX, that's actually a nice little car. But I will say this, most people do not like modders. Most people disagree with it and hate the modders. So, where is the stupid on-screen keyboard? There we go. This is probably one of the best tier 4 cars you can easily get, like, quickly for free. But, hey, Black Phantom, what's up, my man? How you doing today? But this right here is a great car. I mean, it does take some work and some tokens to get it into, purple stars and whatnot. So, unfortunately, it's not an easy car to do well with. But the majority of cars that are currently being sold for game credits or resources are terrible. Now, if you've got collections credits, you can get the Jack Roush Mustang, which is amazing. The Jack Roush Mustang can come out of collections for a very small amount of collections tokens. I probably should have mentioned this before the Subaru. And the Mustang Dark Horse is actually pretty good as well. So there's two really good Mustangs in collections. And then this little Subaru you get for free at some point is really good as well. So those are the best ones you're going to be able to get easily. But as far as the Subaru, they'll give it to you for free once you start the Elite Tuners event that is designed for this car. You know what? Before I forget, I need to start upgrading my all right, which one of these, which one do you guys like, the red one or the, actually I don't like either color. You know what, let me go open a crate or two really quick. Let me see if I can get a better color. I don't like the colors I got for this car. Oh yeah, the Lexus Elite Tuners car, you get that for free as well, I believe, or at least we did at one point. That's actually really good. Alright, I'm going to open some crates, guys. I want a different color. I don't like the ones they gave me, and I got plenty of keys, so why not? 1 star! Donna, you turd taco. Alright. Notorious says, Rory in collection, the tier 4 Audis are good. Which tier 4 Audis? I don't remember which tier 4 Audis are in there, but... Are all the Regueras acceptable for the Prestige Cup? I don't know what you mean by acceptable, but right now, there's only... If you're asking which... Alright, hold on, check this out. Let me show you something. The answer is probably no. If you're asking what I think you're asking, the answer is no. Is the Prestige Cup on the map? If you click on the Prestige Cup, it's currently not up yet, unfortunately, but if you click on it, it'll tell you exactly which cars are available. But more than likely, you can only use the one. I know there's a few versions of that car, but more than likely you can't use anything but the one. But I'm pretty sure it has to be the very specific CSR2 edition only. Now there's the ghost one, the CSR2 ghost package. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to be available. There used to be a time where they would let you use similar models. Now they don't. They've gotten very stingy over the years, unfortunately. They've gotten really stingy over the years. Is that it? Come on, be a really cool color. Be a really cool color. Ah, son of a butt. What is that? It's white. I was really hoping to get that really beautiful blue one. Let's check it out. But yeah, you got to have this one. I'm going to say there's about a 99% chance this is the only one that's going to be available. This is nice. You know what? I like that blue interior. That's kind of cool. The other one I got is silver. I sort of like this one, but I sort of don't. I don't know about this one. It's kind of strange. I think that I like the one I just got better. What do you guys think? I like the little liveries or stripes on this one, but I don't know. I'm going to open another crate. I want a good color. Since this is actually a nice car, maybe I'll open a few more crates and see if I can get a good one. Ah! Donna! She gave me another 1-star turd taco. Alright, Joanne's got one with blue stripes. Ooh, look what I just got. That's a nice car. I don't need it, however, so... Wait, no, that's not a nice car. That's a 1-star turd taco, isn't it? We're going to strip that thing, get rid of it. I was thinking that was the tier 4 one for a second. Melon says it's worth it to pull a few for stage 6. Yeah, I mean, I got so many keys saved up right now, I don't really care if I waste some. I would really like to get a color that I like on this car, because I do like this car. Plus, like you said, it's good for getting stage 6 parts, too. Alright, come on, Donna, give me a beautiful... No, Donna! Darn you, Donna. I mean, honestly, the CSR Ghost one's better, but this is a nice car nonetheless. But yeah, before we go, we'll open a few crates. Why not? Honestly, I mean... What else am I going to do with all these keys? I got 25,000. I mean, that's way more than I ever need. I never actually thought I would end up with that many keys. When I hit 10,000, I was amazed. Ooh, that's a pretty car. But I don't need it. Goodbye, Mr. Car. Dolphin wants the one in the silver crate. Yeah, that's what I want as well, man. That blue color, that's the one I want. Is that the one I'm going to get? Probably not. I doubt it. The game generally tends to give you really ugly colors. You never get the one you want. Every once in a while. Every once in a while, but I also want that one. It's beautiful. Ah, we got 5 stars. Come on, give me the blue one. Come on. That's the one same thing I just got. Son of a butt sandwich. I'm going to strip it. It's nice to get the car, but generally, I'm telling you though, generally if you don't want to waste keys, you gotta accept whatever color they give you the first time. If you don't have an overabundance of keys, just take whatever they give you. If it's diarrhea brown, then hey, deal with it. But if you got 20,000 keys, why not get a color that you like if you really like the car? This is a nice car. This is definitely a nice car. Darth. Oh, come on, Donna. Watch, it's a mini pooper. Yuck. Gross. Nasty. Let me strip that. Get out of my face, car. Alright, let's get rid of that thing. Nitro, what about the RS7 Sportsback, my man? Melon says, this is a good car. Yeah, it's not bad. It is not bad whatsoever. I think it's worth spending some keys on this one. Oh, we got another 5-star. Watch, it's going to be another white one. Oh, come on. It's the right car, but the wrong color. I don't like that at all. Darn you, Donna. I shouldn't complain, but I'm going to. I definitely shouldn't complain, but I'm definitely going to. Oh, man. Scott says, Donna hates you. Donna hates all of us. The good news is I'm getting some really nice stage 6 parts out of this, so I'll take it. Bam! There we go. Come on, Donna. 5 stars. 5 stars, Donna. Ooh! Alright, what is it? This probably won't be, this will probably... Ooh! Ooh! This is much better. Red with the black stripes is nice. With the black rims. That's not the one I wanted, but I like that. Alright, the other red one was just plain red. This is way better. I'm going to keep pulling some more, however. I'm going to pull till loyalty. Heck with it. 2 stars, Donna, you turd. Donna, why you got to be a butt burger? But, you know, I mean, what you get out of these crates, honestly, I believe it's all pure luck. Yeah, the stage 6 body is definitely a good stage 6 to have. Generally, on most cars, the stage 6 body and the stage 6 transmission often tend to be really important stage 6 parts for live racing. That red one's not too bad. Like, if that's the best one I get, I'm not going to be too upset about it, but I really want that blue one. Oh no, Donna. Alright, Dolphin's going to try some silver crates. You'll probably get a whole bunch of these, Dolphin. That's what Donna likes to do to us. Melon says, trans is the top one these days. Yeah, normally, transmission is always really important in body. But transmission is generally the best stage 6 part for most cars, I would say. Not all cars, but most cars. A lot of them. Alright, come on, Donna. 5 stars. Oh, we got a 5-star car. What is it? What is it? So far, you know, maybe it's been so... What in the world is that? Ew. Oh, God. That is nasty. Oh, man, I hate it. I hate it. That's probably one of the ugliest colors I've ever seen in my life. We're getting rid of that thing. Yuck. Kyle, thanks, my man. I'm probably not going to get the color I want, however, but I appreciate that. The next one, watch. I'm going to get loyalty, and it's going to be diarrhea brown. Oh, man. It's fun pulling these crates, honestly. I did not like that last one at all. I mean, some of you guys might have liked it, but it did not float my boat. I mean, color is definitely personal preference. One measly turd taco star? Gosh, darn it. A Shrek car? Yeah, we're going to strip that. We don't want that thing. The 718 Boxer is great if you're a brand new player. I could definitely see Shrek riding around in that thing. But no, that's probably, like, to me, that was probably one of the ugliest color schemes I've ever seen. Alright, we're on 13 out of 15. We don't have too many chances left to get the really nice looking one. I don't actually expect to get the one I want, however. I hope I get the one I want, but I probably won't. Invoker says, I feel like they should add a marketplace in the game where you can trade and purchase cars from other players. I mean, I love the idea, but they don't want to do that. They want you to buy keys and resources with real money and then spend that resources to get stuff. They don't want you to be able to get things from other players because that means much less money for them. Ah, crap sandwiches. 2 stars? 2 stars? 2 measly little crappy stars? Darn you, Donna. I think we got one more chance. Alright, I don't know if we hit loyalty or not. We might have hit loyalty. Let's find out. Yep, that's it. Alright, this is the last chance. If it doesn't give me the color I want, I'm going to be very sad. Please give me that blue color, Donna. Please give me the blue color, Donna. The blue... Orange. Which one do you guys like best? I think I like the red one with the black stripe. I really wanted the blue one. Alright, so El Toxico, you can easily save tunes, but you cannot save parts combinations. I'll show you in a second. What do you guys think? Orange or red? I think I like the red one. What do you guys like? Orange, red, or white and blue? I like all three of these, honestly. I don't know why I like this one. Hey, what's that? Oh, for some weird reason, I kind of like this. I kind of like this. Orange is nice, but I do think the red looks the nicest. Arrow King likes the orange. This is a nice looking car, however. This is probably the one I'm going to keep. No, I now have 2 red ones though. I've also got this, which I don't like this one very much. This one's plain red and that doesn't look that great. The one with the stripe is way better. I'm going to go ahead and strip this one really quick. I no longer want this, so. Goodbye, car. Why settle when I have 20,000 keys? Oh man, I could probably blow through all 20,000 keys and not guarantee that I get the color that I want. That's the problem with this game. There's a pretty good chance it'll never give me the color that I want. I mean, I could go for more, but I don't have all those keys because I waste them, you know what I mean? What's going on? Oh, we're back in here. I'm not sure how many colors that car comes in, but That's a nice color. I like that. But I think I'm going to keep the red one. The only thing is here's the deal though. The only problem with the red one is it looks just like this. It's almost the same as this. They look so similar. Do I really want to have two of these that are... I mean, this one's slightly different, but... I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'm not going to strip any more today, but I'm probably going to keep the red one so they're both red. Probably. That's a nice looking vehicle here. This is more than likely the one I'm going to keep. I like the stripe. Red with a black stripe is very nice. So I'm probably going to keep this. We'll figure it out eventually. Anyways, guys and gals, our stream time is about up for the day. I actually went over it, so I'm kind of running behind now. I got about 1 million things I got to do, plus I got to start working on the race pass cars a little bit later and trying to figure out all the stuff with those. So unfortunately, our stream time is about up for the day, but I do want to say thank you guys and gals so much for coming out. Oh wait, hold on. I promised somebody I would show them how to save a tune. Hold on a second. Let me go back to this. Let me go to a car that's already upgraded somewhere, and I'll show you how you save a tune. You can save tunes, but you can't save part combinations. So if you go to tune, and you click on... Oh, come on. Hold on a second. What's going on? I'm confused. If you go to tune and you click on presets, you can save presets. So whatever my current tune is, if I press new, it's going to save the current tune, all right, as a preset. So if I were to change that, and then I hit new, it would change the second tune. So you can always change the tune itself. You just can't save part combination. So if I hit use, now it just put it back to the tune that I had a second ago. So you can save tune presets, up to 6 of them. But you can't save part combinations. Honestly, I wish it would save the part combination with the tune. If it saved both at the same time, that would be awesome. Then you could set up like several different live racing setups. That would be so nice if it saved the tune and the part combination. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Alright, guys and gals. Thank you so much for coming out to my streams and watching my videos. I appreciate you all so much. You guys and gals are amazing. Hope you all have an amazing day. I'll be back on Sunday for another stream. Hope to see you guys there. If not, I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. You guys and gals are amazing, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.